Hello, everybody. My heart is racing. My heart is racing. Okay. Here we are.
Oh, you guys don't know what's in store for tonight.
Yeah, we have something exciting planned. I'm hearing my voice in that thing and it's driving me crazy.
It's the headphones. There's nothing I can do with that.
But they can hear you too, so you don't have to talk quiet. Sorry, just figuring out the technical difficulties, you know. Okay, so we do have a surprise. Happy Saturday night / Sunday morning, depending where you are. Okay, season 3 draft. We realized that Ushijima is a little OP here, so we polled the Patreon members on how they think that we should do this to make it exciting and still fun, because basically we were thinking whoever gets Ushijima and one of Oikawa or Kageyama, like, game over, right? So we're like, okay, we want to keep it fun. Do you want me to explain? Okay, so what we're gonna do, Adam is getting the athlete pool camera set up. We're gonna do 2 versions. First version is, I will show you. This is our athlete pool. Work with me here. You will notice that there are little numbers on each of the players. This is the pool of athletes. We're trying our best. If you can't perfectly see the number, I'm sorry.
Hold on. Can most of you guys read most of the numbers on the players?
Somebody give us a thumbs up. And
yes.
Wait, can someone?
Okay, yes.
Okay, yes, thank you. All right, so what we're gonna do, we have assigned numbers / it's a ranking for each player. Yes, we decided together what these players are ranked. So we are gonna give you a second to just like get mad at us for all the rankings that you think we got wrong. Feel free to let it out. Get mad about it.
Maybe we'll change one.
Yeah, if you convince us, we might change a player's ranking. So, for example, we put Ushijima as the standard here. We gave him a 7. And then the next highest possible number for a player is a 5. So, for example, Kageyama, Oikawa, Bokuto, Kuro, Aoni, those types of players are 5s. Then we have like, so what you're seeing on your screen right now is by position.
Aoni's a 5, FYI. I'm just answering some
Aoni's
questions.
a 5. Oh yeah, his number is covered by the light. Here he is. Ooh, can't.
He's a 5.
He's a 5. There we go. They're grouped by position. The colors mean nothing. Don't worry about the color.
And before we get a whole bunch of Hinata hate for the 2, which I already saw come up, we did it based on volleyball skill, not what they mean to their specific teams. And the other piece for you to think about in terms of how we did it was, I know we're going to get some hate on Daichi. When you look at the 3s, there's 2 different ways. One is they're either very good at something else and the rest of their volleyball skill is not amazing, or they're pretty good at everything, but they're not a standout. And that's where like a Daichi falls into a 3, in my opinion.
The player to the right of Asahi is Fudakuchi from Date Tech. And don't read these comments. I'm sorry, man. You are going to be banned. Goodbye. Cool. Love when jerks show up. Spitball, we do have some mods on, so if any comments are seen that people are being stupid, just delete them, ban them, I don't care. Already had to do 1. So basically what we're doing, our cap is 32 points, and that includes a libero. So starting 6, a libero, and a serving specialist. So we have a maximum of 32 points. to give everybody. So
we also dropped the liberos 1 point. I agree with you guys that
we gave Yaku a 4.
Four.
Okay, because they're not scoring points.
Yeah, just to make the numbers work out in terms of who we're choosing.
So, do we have any? If we have any massive objections, collective objections, we might be able to change it. But we were trying to be pretty objective.
Did you give the total number?
32.
Okay, so we're sorry, I couldn't remember. If I was reading the comments, I couldn't remember if you said that.
Remember, we're picking 8 players, so it is not 4.6 per player. Yeah, that's way more. Okay, so does that make sense? That is round 1. The point system is how it is. And then we're going to do round 2 because we always do 2 rounds. And in that round, whoever picks Ushijima, because I guess we're assuming that the person will pick Ushijima first, they lose their next pick. So let's say, for example, I go first and I pick Ushijima. Typically, Adam would get the next 2, and then I would get 2 after that. But in this case, I would get Ushijima. Adam would get 3 picks in a row.
Two picks, and you would get 1 because you lose 1, and then I would get 2 again.
Or you're not taking 3?
No.
Adam makes the rules. I just follow along. Cool. Forget that. Ugh. Are you sure?
Yeah, because it would go, you get 1 pick, then I get 2, then you would get 2 picks. So you would lose 1 of those picks. You would get 1. So essentially, I get 4 picks
so
to your 2.
So you get 1, and then, okay. Just kidding. Okay, so do we all understand what is happening here? What is going on? Amazing. All right. So just to clarify, we've got all the outside hitters, including right sides in your top right. We've got setters in your top left. We've got middles, bottom left, and liberos, bottom right. So
shall we get started?
Here we go.
I'm a little surprised. I thought we were going to get a little more pushback. I think there's been some fair comments, but nothing crazy.
Zeron. What was Zeron's question? Oh, what are the 8 players? Yes, it's a 6, the starting 6, and a libero and a pinch server.
Yeah. And you have to fill out the roster. Like, you can't just go, I'm not having a pinch server.
Exactly.
Like, you've got to be able to pick.
You have to have 8 players to fulfill your roster. And your pinch server can be any position, anybody that you want to be your pinch server, so long as it fits. Kenma is a 3. Akashi's a 4.
I think Kuro's definitely deserving of a 5, in my opinion.
Kuro is, you know what? Oikawa is not a 7. He's a 5. If you missed the beginning of the live stream, the highest rating goes to Ushijima. He's a 7. And then the next highest possibility is 5 points. That was predetermined because we thought that would be the most fair. And yes, Oikawa in glasses would have been a 7, but he doesn't play with glasses, so too bad. Okay. Should we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
2 of 3?
2 out of 3.
So FYI, Sarah and I play rock, paper, scissors every day. So
Not just for fun. Like,
No.
we don't just sit around playing rock, paper, scissors.
We do it to determine who goes first in the games we play.
Bakuto getting a 5 was actually my idea, so thank you. I think if you guys haven't understood yet that I am objective about skill, then you just don't know me, okay? You just don't know me. All right, here we go. Oh gosh. Okay. This could be make or break for my whole draft.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you're kidding me.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Well, I'm taking Ushijima because
That's so messed up.
All right, I gotta pick him.
Okay, I need to record all of this.
Yeah.
Yaku's 4 and Noya's 3 because Yaku's better than Noya. Nothing else to say. You can argue with me all day. I disagree. Is that viewable? That's viewable. It's like right in the middle, but I'm not putting it number 1. Okay, Adam. I'm writing these down. Adam, Sarah.
Wait, are we snaking this one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Ushijima, 7 points. Okay, so I get 2 picks. This is really hard.
Sorry, we're just reading the.
I'm reading your guys' ideas. Okay, so somebody's telling me to pick a blocker. My heart is racing right now, you guys.
Yeah, the 7-point hit Yoonbin it's tough, but I have a few ideas. I have a couple plans, and we'll see what Sarah chooses.
Oh, the other thing I should mention is we are not taking into account
team
we
dynamics.
are not taking into account team dynamics at all. It's straight up skill. Okay. Okay, so Adam has Ushijima. I should take a decent blocker. So I'm going to take. I'm trusting you guys with this. So remember that when you're voting, okay? Thank you so much.
Aiden, I don't disagree with you with Yaku and Nishinoya as a 5 and a 4, but we dropped the liberos down 1 point to help facilitate the point selections.
You guys, this is so hard. I feel sick. Kageyama Hinata could be a thing because you're actually saving a lot of points. That is a good point. But Hinata has.
Wait for Ushijima to hit against Hinata.
Hinata has no chance against Ushijima. Okay. Okay. Okay.
We wanted to do 22 points to keep it like interesting, so you couldn't just pick all the best players.
My pick 1 is going to be Oikawa. He's a 5. And then my next pick. See, okay, this is my thought process is like, do I take Kuro, who is a great blocker and really good offensively? Like he's multi-talented. So I'll get a lot of bang for my buck with those 5 points if I take him. The other thing, like Aoni's obviously a great block, but he's a blocker. Do you know what I mean? So do I take just a straight up wall or do I take a middle who is a good blocker, but also can do everything else?
Iron, he may have gotten the same amount of stuff blocks, but the number of soft touches Tsukishima got where they could transition was not even close. Tsukishima was the key to that victory, in my opinion.
I'm going to keep vouching for my teams as I go here. Keep in mind, everybody, the Oikawa Ushijima showdown where Oikawa was like, what I'm paraphrasing, don't underestimate my worthless pride. Like he's going to carry that into that match. Okay. What?
How many did we get? So who are you picking?
Sarah picking Kuro is a classic Sarah move? Maybe. That's what it is.
All right. What do you
Okay, I am going to take Aoni. No, was that a mistake? I don't know. Where is he? Oh, here. I'm taking Aoni. He is also a 5. Okay, so I have spent 10 points. Here is a view of the teams. I hope this works.
Is that visible or do I need to move
I don't like how you have it arranged. Okay, so I've got Oikawa. So now Adam gets 2 picks. Oikawa is a 5 and Aoni is a 5. You guys, please don't make me feel guilty for not picking Kuro, okay? Because let me tell you, if I picked him, you guys would have ripped me a new one for not picking Aoni. So it literally isn't. I feel like it's a no-win for me. I'm feeling a lot of judgment. I don't love that. But sure.
Okay, I mean, I gotta take Kageyama.
Shocker. Adam took Kageyama.
Is that in frame?
That is in frame. Yeah, honestly, you guys, I feel like ever since Adam has joined the program, it's been like Team Adam all the way. And it's like, we hate Sarah. It's fine. If that's how you want it to be, that's how you want it to be. I'll use it as motivation. But I'm just saying it hasn't gone unnoticed. Okay. I'm going to go cry after this PS.
So if I go with another 5, that gives me 17.
So Adam has used Kageyama so that he is down 12 points already. He has 20 remaining for 6 players. Kageyama, 5. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All the rest of you who say you like Adam better, I don't forget. I'm kidding, but not really. Which position would you be comfortable taking a 2-pointer in? This is a great question. I feel like personally, I would probably feel okay taking a 2-pointer in one of my middles, maybe as in the pinch server position, but the budget is 32 points. So if you just joined, all the players have been assigned point totals. Ushijima is a 7. The next highest is a 5. We have a 32-point max. Who did you take?
I took Hinata. So I wanted to take Hinata because I feel like Kageyama makes him from a 2 probably to a 4. And as a 2, I can get, a little more after. And I was afraid Sarah was going to pick him and I was going to lose out on that. So I needed to lock down those 2 and lower the total a little bit so far.
Okay, so you're at 14 with 3 players. We are not putting team dynamics. I said team dynamics personality is not counted in this. It's just skill. Oh, yes. So if we weren't putting in team dynamics, then whatever.
No, but team dynamics is personality. The ball that Hinata runs volleyball wise, Kageyama can set. Like they're volleyball wise, there's a synergy there. No, we can change their positions, but I mean we probably won't. I have Hinata playing as a middle, for sure. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
This is really hard because all the players I want are 5.
I know. I was sitting there thinking, I want that 5.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me right now.
I almost had 17. I almost had 17 points in 3 players. That would have been a disaster.
Okay, hold on. So if we're doing, I need an average.
This is after season 3, including the OVAs, because do we have any of the snake guys in there?
We do have a snake guy top right.
The OVA is there.
And then we have Shiba Yama down there, bottom middle, as a libero.
How do you remember these names? It's
I don't
wild
know.
to me.
I actually have no clue what the Shiratorizawa libero's name is. So what is his name?
Sarah's got this in the bag. She's picked 2 players.
Adam. Shh. Okay, so if I'm going...
So I'm going to repeat this. Noya and Yaku, skill-wise, probably would have been a 5 and a 4, but we dropped the liberos down 1 point because they don't score points to fit into the point scheme.
All right, I don't know if this is just a complete mistake. I'm going to take...
Bogoto's breakdown counts as a volleyball mishap.
So he shouldn't be a 5?
No, I'm just kidding.
I need to see the potential 2s. Yo, this is so hard.
This number
though.
draft is actually
you guys,
incredibly fascinating.
I know this is taking the max is 32. This is taking me a long time, so I appreciate your patience because it's just like hard to figure out like where to put your money.
We're gonna do losing, so that we're gonna do another draft after this, just a true snake draft. And with that one, the Ushijima tax will be losing a pick, not in this one.
Okay, I am going to take.
It's 32. We had 22 left, Kai.
I'm taking Nakashima as a 4. Need that ball control, baby. Okay? Smart, off the block. That finesse. And
so who is the 4 player to the right of
that's
Fukushi?
Leon from Shiratorizawa.
He's playing left side for you, yeah.
Nakashima as a left side, and then I'm actually going to take Noya as a 3-pointer.
Also a good pick.
Okay. So I took Nakashima as a left side. I don't know how Adam is organizing this board on the bottom middle, by the way. So just like live with it.
Setter start in 1. This is
setter start in 1.
Like that is common. That's volleyball 101.
Adam's getting mouthy. Okay. So for those of you who want to know the totals, I'm sure you can read them down there, but I'm currently at 17 points with half of my roster. So I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm where I should be. Adam has got, so I have my setter, a middle, a left side, and a libero. So I need to find like a complete row of hitters, left side, middle, setter still, and I need my serving sub. Adam needs to fill out his left sides, and he needs another middle and a libero.
So how many points do I have left?
Noya is in the next prefecture. He's like, peace. I'm heading back to Miyagi. Bye. The colors mean nothing. We literally just went out and we found whatever stickers we could find, and they were neon in different colors. So the numbers are what matter.
I got 16 points left.
You have used 14. You have 18 left. Okay, you guys, I understand you guys have your favorite players, but like, you think about budgeting. Think about budgeting for a team. Like, we have 32 points. Like, Adam, I have used half my roster and I'm at half. Adam has not used half his roster, but he's about to be over half. So, like, I understand you want us to pick Bokuto, you want us to pick Iwazumi, you want us to pick, like, all these players. Yeah, trust me, I would love to. I would love to. But if you're burning through, like, 20 points with half your roster, you're going to end up with literal black holes after that. Thank you so much. Let me see. Okay, Yunbin is keeping track of.
I'm gonna go with Bokuto and Daichi.
If you missed what Adam said, he just took Bokuto as a 5-pointer and Daichi, who is a 3-pointer.
So what do I got now? I got 10, 17, 22, so I got 10 left.
Daichi, 3 points. So Adam has used 22 of his 32 points. He has 10 points left to take 3 players.
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah, like just when you're mad, think about the budgeting. Okay.
I think Suga is a 3.
Suga is a 3. Yeah.
I'm gonna need some 1. We gotta sub in a 1 here that I can choose from for my substitute server. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough on this one, but I think I'm gonna end up all right. What else do we got here?
Okay, I'm thinking. Keep track of the comments.
I'm looking. People want you to pick Tendo.
I was just looking at him and I'm thinking about it.
I always have insane offense, and I got nailed for not having any ball control last time. So it's we're gonna see what happens.
22.
People think Bogoto and Ushijima combo is an automatic win.
Of course they do. Of course they do. If I would have picked the same thing, they would have been like, dumb, stupid move.
I don't need Kageyama to deal with Bogoto. That's why I got Daichi. And personalities don't matter. So for anybody who came late, basically we assigned a value to each of the players according to their skill. And once you've picked your 8 players, so your 6 starters, a libero, and a substitute server, your team value has to be under 32. That's how it's working.
I can't do this.
Who's the guy under Tendo? Who is
Okay, what is his name? I actually don't know his name. He's the second middle from Shiratorizawa.
Yeah.
Somebody tell us his name, because and the libero's name, I missed if you guys responded to that. And he has 3 points. It kind of looks like a bubbly 8. I got wild.
Kenma's number is small. Kenma was a 3.
Kenma's a 3.
Yeah, my pinch server is 100% going to be leftovers. I'm going to have like a 2 libero. He's never going to get on the court.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm taking so long. I'm really thinking Adam should be chit-chatting.
I'm reading comments and talking
missed
about
the assignment.
10
also,
points.
What?
10 points for 3 players. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping. I'm going to see what ends up happening. Maybe 4, 3, and 3. I'm going to see what's left after Sarah makes her choice.
I have 15 points for 4 players. I'm really stressed out.
Yeah, the block. I'm going to need a middle. Yeah, we're going to see.
17,
Defense isn't going to be my strong suit, but we're going to side out and serve like monsters. Tendo. Ooh, that's a good point. Tendo versus Ushijima could be interesting. I will give Sarah credit. She operates really well on a budget. That's why I plan our vacations. I'm kidding.
Look at this guy. This might destroy me.
Oh boy.
This might destroy me. But I'm willing to do this. I'm taking Kuro and Iwazumi.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
I can't line these up because I just burned through 10 more points.
What you gotta.
Okay.
Well, so that's an interesting comment about Suga and Daichi at the same point. So I'm curious why you think that is criminal, and then I can give you our justification. How many comments are there? Oh, they're flying in.
We're sorry. It's really hard for us to do that. We can't watch all the comments too, so sorry if we're missing things. But just to summarize, I am missing a right side and I'm missing a pinch server. And so those are my only 2. And I have got, I believe, 5 points. Hold on. 10, 20, 27. So I have 5 points left for my bench server and a right side. And Adam, as you can see, is missing a middle, a libero, and a pinch server. And how many points did we say you had? 10, 20. He has 10 points left.
Well, I have to. I've got to pick my boy,
Who?
especially after the OVs. Yeah.
Oh, Yaku. Okie dokie.
And now the choice is between Tsukishima and Tendo.
Okay, so you took
I took
Yaku.
Yaku. We'll put him over here. What are the thoughts between Tsukishima and Tendo? I want to get a little.
Yaku is a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah is stressing, okay? Yes, Adam, who besides Daichi is going to receive in your team?
Yaku?
He's a better defender than serve receiver. That's just my opinion, but he is very good. I know I said he's better than Noya. I stick to it.
Bogatov's not a terrible passer, and Ushijima is skilled. We'll just put him in serve receive.
You are literally going to have a patchwork serve receive here. It's going to be high balls all day.
It's a good thing Kageyama can run tempo from anywhere. And I will say, I've repeated this over and over, his footwork off the net is incredible.
Oh my gosh. You know who won't be receiving on Adam's team? Hinata. Okay. He went with Tendo as a 4. I can't believe you are such a traitor, and I think I called you a traitor in a recent video.
You did.
But like, your guy is Tsukishima.
I know. But I wanted to mix it up. And I like...
Oh, what is this? Fair play?
No, it's not fair play, but I like Tendo. I'm gonna go with Tendo.
Please take note, you guys, if you think that you're Adam's friend, he will stab you in the back.
Wow, we're getting personal. Go pick your players.
I'm the stenographer. 10, 20, 30. You have 2 points left for your pinch server.
Oh, I got my libero.
You're like way up in the comments, my man.
Should I just scroll down or what?
If you want. Okay, so I need
Let's
my
see.
right side. I mean, you guys, this basically was just handed to me on a platter.
Come on. Are you kidding me? I'm
In
gonna
case you guys were
you.
wondering who is going to pass on my team, it is going to be Nakashima. It's going to be Iwazumi. It's going to be Noya. Like, I got ball control like crazy.
That's great. Who cares? I'm just gonna set my guns. And it doesn't matter how much ball control you have.
I really hope you guys realize how this argument that he's making makes no sense when you're voting. Okay, just keep that in mind.
Right.
Who isn't passing? Exactly. That is the question.
All right.
Okay, so I need a right side and I need a pinch server. What?
No, nothing. I'm wondering who you're gonna pick.
Exactly. So all you people, read this comment. Suki got disowned by his dad. So all those comments I read that Adam's the favorite parent, read this comment and remind yourself.
I picked Tendo because he's a graduating senior. Tsukishima's going to be around. I just wanted to mix it up a little bit.
Okay, since I have no need for ball control, my right side is going to be Mad Dog.
You're going Mad Dog.
Woo, 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 3 points. And that leaves me 2 points for my next pick, which is going to be a serving specialist. And so my question is, would you go with Yamaguchi or would you go with Eita? I'm just trying to scan to see who else could be a decent 2-pointer.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Who would you go as a serving sub for Yamaguchi or Eita? They're very different styles, very different skill sets. I was kind of thinking Eita because he also is multi-dimensional. Like, he could set if like Oikawa dug, even though like Noi is a really good setter too.
What are you doing? What are you picking?
I'm gonna go with the people. Also, keep this in mind, everybody. We're going with him for serving specialist. Okay, so that is my 32 points. Nailed it. Perfect. Suga version 2. You're going with Yamaguchi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody sees that.
Yamaguchi, 2 points. Look at that. Nailed it. Okay, so phase 1 is done. Just to recap, in case I know the pictures are there, but my team is, please come up with a name for my team. Type in the name ideas here. Oikawa, Nakashima, Kuro, Mad Dog, Iwazumi, Aoni, Noya as libero, Semi as serving sub. And hold on, I'm reading comments.
Me too. I didn't want to have all of Karasuno, so I picked Tendo, and I like Tendo and Ushijima together. So we'll see. We'll see.
And Adam's team is Kageyama, Bokuto, Tendo, Ushijima, Daichi, Hinata, Yaku, and Yamaguchi. Honestly, wow. For all of you who said his team would win 3-0, like, let's not be impulsive here.
No one who can stop my players.
Adam.
Sarah.
Adam, like, let's make us bigger here. That didn't do anything. Adam. Here we are. Can you listen? No, but seriously though, can you listen to yourself? Like, you can't even keep a straight face when you say that. I don't.
No. Okay.
1 second. I'm getting serious. You can't even keep a straight face when you're saying, oh, Sarah's team has nobody who can stop Ushijima. Like, let's rewind the tape a little to season 2 draft, to season 1 draft, where all Adam wanted to do was take Aoni and Kuro. This is my speech for why I should be picked, in case you didn't notice. All Adam wanted to pick was Aoni and Kuro. Okay? And you guys were all like, genius, genius, look at him, iron wall, nobody can stop his team. Complete 180 now. The guy who picked my exact middle blockers is saying now that they basically can't stop his team. Then why did you want to pick them? Then why did you guys tell him that he made such a great pick?
Yeah, but we have more players on the board now.
I have really good ball control.
As a coach.
We'll be able to pass. We'll be able to play defense. Oikawa, outstanding setter. Unless we've all been lying to each other, currently the best setter we've seen so far as of season 3. I've got a great serving sub who is very skilled, not just one-dimensional.
Who can serve once?
Kuro.
Great, you get 2 points.
Kuro can do everything too. Like, you guys, what do you like? I'm not even going to bash Adam's team. Go for it.
I mean, I have Boto and Ushijima and a great setter. End of story.
Hold on. This comment, and I know you're going to be so happy I'm highlighting it, it's making me mad. How much have we said? The fact that Karasuno has gone to nationals does not mean that they have the best players. They happen to be the best team that managed to make adjustments with what they had. That doesn't mean that they have the best players. So who the hell cares? Yeah, I'm getting passionate.
But okay,
who the hell cares if a player isn't going to nationals? Like, you can still be a good player on a team that didn't go to nationals. Like,
can we do
what?
Can we do like closing arguments so I can speak without?
I'm sweating now because it's just like things just don't make sense, and the like inconsistency in arguments is just like frustrating. Go for it. Why is your team better than mine?
Well, I have 2 of the top 5 hitters in the country, which makes a difference. I have a setter who was invited to the national team, right? So right there, you have a solid core. I will agree that Hinata is what it is, but he finds a way to be effective with Kageyama. So I think it's reasonable.
One of these things just doesn't belong here. Did any of you watch Sesame Street growing up? One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Let me tell you, it's on Adam's team, and he has red hair.
Tendo or Hinata?
The other one, orange hair.
I don't know. I think my team's pretty solid. I like Tendo as a blocker. I think he adds an interesting dynamic. I don't think Oikawa hides his set very well, which leans into Tendo as a blocker. I also have Yaku, who we decided was the best libero after watching the last season. Come on. What is there not to like? What is there not to like? I don't even think this is close.
Look at me in the eye and say that.
I don't think this is close.
No, look at me and like be serious. Like, really?
I don't think it's close.
You don't even believe that.
I do.
I can tell. I know you. We've been married for longer than probably some of you have been alive. That's an exaggeration, but we've been married a long time.
Kenma was too high. I didn't have enough points to pick Kenma. All right, well, let's do the next draft. We'll put the poll out and we'll see what the people think.
You know what? I guarantee you, if I wrote on the draft question Adam's team and put my team, they would pick yours.
Okay, then don't put a team name up. Just list the team with.
But everybody who watched it is gonna know.
We'll see.
Let me just throw things. You guys know I'm not actually mad. I'm just a very passionate person. That's why we balance each other out. Fire and ice. Unless I'm in Korea and they call me the Ice Princess, but that's a whole other story. Anyway, all I'm saying is if I labeled my team as yours, you would still win. Like, I literally am operating with like a likability handicap.
Okay. Well, put it out, and don't put a name on it, and we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. Do we want to do the other draft?
Well, just to be fair, I'm not like Bokuto because I'm actually like not a psychopath and I'm like pretty mentally strong.
When she's on the court.
I'm solid mentally, so like I've never had a meltdown like that. So
that's fair.
I just need to defend myself. Okay, story, Ice Princess. I played professionally in Korea.
Do you want me to put the...
Yes, can you reset it? I would honestly say, just like digressing a second, if I had to pick, and I'd like to think I'm pretty self-aware, I'm probably a mixture of Ushijima and Kageyama. Is that great? No, not always, but for what I did, it is. I can definitely relate to those two characters. I am not Bokuto at all. But anyway, I played pro in Korea. Bokuto on 5 is a steal.
I agree.
He's not. No, it's not a steal because the highest possible point that anybody other than Ushijima could get was a 5. He literally is capped. Capped in young person talk is not what I meant. I'm not Hinata. He's way more extroverted than me. Okay. I played pro in Korea, and a lot of the games were on TV. The majority of the games were on TV. And I didn't know this, but apparently, because obviously it's in Korean, but apparently all the announcers when I was playing my games would call me the Ice Princess because I was serious and I never smiled during the matches until my translator one day saw a match and started killing herself laughing. And she's like, oh my gosh, you are the Ice Princess because they think you look like cold and mean. And I was like, oh, excellent. I think I was like 22. So that was really great.
I mean, you're serious when you play and you're fiery. And that kind of, yeah. Anyway.
Next time, post the teams first and then post the decision making to make it fair. Oh, do you think that would make a difference?
For what? On
Yes, that was indoor, not beach. I mean, it is a pretty sick name, but the reason behind it is just like, ooh. Okay.
But you also have to remember, and I think that this is like you were playing in Korea over a decade ago, and I feel, especially in some of the leagues at that point, like it was less proper for female players to be as competitive outwardly as you. There were some expectations. I think we've come a long way for some of that, and especially when you watch women's volleyball, but I think that was also part of it.
Oh, good name popped up. Sarah's Ice Wall versus Adam's Firing Squad.
I like the firing squad. We're calling it. Oh, thank you, George. Really appreciate it.
George.
There
Oh,
we go.
yeah. Ayush. Sarah's, what did you say? Sarah's.
I think yours was the ice wall.
The Ice Wall versus, okay.
Ice wall and firing squad.
When I was in Korea, Kim Young Kyung was in Japan. She was playing in Japan, and then she was playing in Turkey. But I did play against her many times. When I was in Italy, she played for Fenerbahce, and we met each other in Champions League Final Four. And I played against her internationally when I played indoor for my national team.
Jeez.
Hands down, I think she is like the best ever, if not one of.
She was incredible to watch. Okay, so the next draft that we're gonna do.
I'm writing the team name. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The next draft that we're gonna do, we're gonna disregard the numbers. It's gonna be a straight draft. Excuse me. And
At least he's not yawning. Just kidding. So, okay, somebody asked. I'm curious what you. Oh, yes, Hugo. No.
What?
Do I want to know? Don't tell us. Maybe. Okay. Somebody asked us, and I'm curious for your answer. Somebody's like, do people like Adam more than Sarah?
Like,
Adam is like a people, not a people pleaser. I feel like that has negative connotations. Adam, I think to describe me, you either love me or hate me. There's no in between.
Okay, let me.
Adam is like generally well liked by anybody he meets, but for me, it's either like one end of the spectrum or the other. Kind of how I operate.
Yeah, Sarah is always.
He's like scary.
No, you're always yourself in every situation, and you refuse.
Yes.
I mean, you're not wrong. Sarah is herself in every situation, and the thing about you is that you will not hold your opinion to make somebody else comfortable. If you disagree with somebody, you will just have that conversation with them right then and there, kind of regardless of the ramifications or whether it sets people off, or like, you're not confrontational in public, but you definitely speak your mind.
Hence the Ushijima Kageyama combo.
Yeah. Whereas I will read the room, and even if I have like a different opinion, like, for the sake of the group, I'm just going to keep that to myself, and I'm fine to do that. I wouldn't say, when I was younger, I would definitely work really hard to fit in. I was very insecure. Now I don't care as much, but I'm aware of the dynamics, and I'm willing to make peace with people who are around, I think.
He makes it sound like I have zero social
No,
awareness.
that's not what I'm saying.
I think I do.
You do. But you're not willing to conform for the cohesiveness of the group. You're fine if people don't like you.
Yeah, I don't need to be liked.
Yeah.
I literally do not care. Yeah, I'm just who I am in every situation. Like, I don't really conform or mold myself to fit in.
Okay. So the next draft, we're going to throw the numbers out. We're going to do a straight snake draft, but there's going to be an Ushijima tax. So if you pick Ushijima, you will lose your next pick. Did your personality differ as a player?
I'm reading. What? Adam makes a carefully crafted point, and then Sarah roasts him.
That's 100% accurate.
I love this man more than anything in the whole world. Like, if you guys ever doubt that, just know that, like, I love him so much, but I like to be funny.
We laugh. Sarah and I laugh all the time. It's usually at my expense, but I'm generally okay with that.
I will say there is no better feeling than making the people that you really care about laugh. Like I think about it sometimes, even when I'm by myself. It's the best.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, continue.
I thought this question was interesting. I'll just answer it. Did your personality differ as a yes? When I was a player, I was incredibly competitive and disciplined, and it drove me nuts when my teammates were not that way. And there was a little more conflict, I would say, in that regard. And I was very selfish is the wrong word, but when you're an athlete, you think about yourself. You want to play, and kind of the team it's important, but you want to play. It's part of your competitive nature. So I would say I'm definitely different as a player and a coach.
Adam Hinata.
Yeah, fair. I like to think I was a little better than Hinata skill-wise and jump as high, but
I'm the golden retriever in my reactions. Adam is definitely the German Shepherd in the reactions. He's like, okay, unimpressed.
all right. Shall we get started? Do you want to go first this time? Because I went first last time.
No, let's keep it equal. Like, let's do rock, paper, scissors.
Would you rather play with your team pick or coach them? Oh, interesting.
Oh. With the team that he just picked?
No, I wouldn't want to play with them. I'd never get set. That'd be no fun.
Nobody that I actually played against. Maggie Kozuk, I played against her indoor. She moved to the beach. I played against Alex Kleinman 1 year indoor. She obviously moved to the beach. Louisa Littman played for the same team in China that I played for. She came over to the beach. Helena Havelkova, I played with her in China. She tried for like a minute and then left. But no, generally indoor players do not make the switch because like it just makes no sense.
There's
like
no money.
Financially, like the only reason I played beach was to go to the Olympics, but I kept playing indoor for like many years while I played beach too. Like I kept playing pro and would just play beach in the summer. But like, yeah, indoor is the way to go for sure. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, well, I guess I will give up my pick and I will take. Just kidding. Ushijima. Indoor for the win. If anybody, like, I am an indoor player. I've always considered myself to be an indoor player. Beach was like a means to an end for me.
This is a good question. Are we doing team dynamics on this one or just straight skill?
Wait, I thought no, right?
I don't think we really talked about it.
I thought you said you didn't want to do it.
Yeah, we'll just go straight skill for this one.
Straight skill. Okay. Ushijima. I know you guys are shocked by that. Woo.
Okay, so I get 2 picks, then you get 1 pick, and then I get 2 more.
You get 2, I get 1, you get 2?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I saw somebody said let's do a Demon Slayer draft. Type in how you envision that working, or if you're on Patreon, send me a message of how you envision that working. Player boards going up. Good reminder. Thank you, Kim. We don't need to put that one up yet. Nothing to see here. Okay. So have you thought about I have never used ChatGPT in my life. Am I missing out? We did the potential draft for season 2, I believe, right? Who did you pick? Oh shoot, I didn't put it up. You didn't say.
I
Drafting who you would put in your pillars and who you would put in your upper moon.
Ooh, that's interesting.
As like the demons of all the ones we've seen. Okay, consensus is I'm not missing out.
I picked Kuro and Bokuto.
Yes, this is a very serious discussion. We take our drafts very, very seriously.
All right, who are you doing?
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you.
That's fine.
Kuro and Bokuto.
Yeah.
Kuro.
Yeah,
Bokuto.
Sarah did laminate all of the players. These guys are sticking around.
These guys are staying with us forever. Ushijima. So if we're not, I feel like if I pick Oikawa, you guys are going to be like, no, they won't fit, blah, blah, blah. But like, I don't think that that'll actually be taken into account. Like the lack of player dynamic, I feel like it will definitely bias people, you know? If I pick Oikawa, they'll be like, no, they don't get along, even though that's not.
No, we're going skill. We're going skill. Oh boy. Okay.
Baby. First of all, thanks, Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus. We will. I will answer that question before
this is the question. Let's just keep that up.
Well,
just
we
so
can
we
talk about
remember.
that through and through. I will also say that we started talking about this in our podcast, and so if you want a more specific answer, we will be kind of following that, which we also post on YouTube. I think the idea. You go ahead and pick, and I'll keep talking.
Okay.
I think the idea of the pro leagues in the U.S. is a really good one. I really hope it works out. I don't think the PVF has the greatest players, and I don't think it's been organized super
Terry
well
Martin.
thus far. Just looking at how they did their draft and the fact that they didn't speak to their players, and I think they're still figuring out the dynamics. It'll be interesting to see what Love does with their approach to a holistic view to volleyball. I'm all for pro in North America. I love it. I'm curious to see how it gets off the ground and how they market it and if people get there. And we will be covering the leagues in the new year. So we'll see. But I hope it really works. What do you think?
Bye, Yunbin. So I picked Oikawa in case you missed him floating through the screen. Important stuff. But basically what's happening, Adam and I, to stay like kind of in the sport since I retired, is we started a podcast about volleyball. And so basically there's usually, if you live in North America, you in the past have had to go overseas. Okay. Press pause on that. So this was the handicap for this round for choosing Ushijima. In this round, it's a normal snake draft, meaning like go across and down, go across and down. Because the rule for this particular phase was whoever picks Ushijima loses one of their picks from the second round. So typically I would get 2 in a row, but because I picked Ushijima, I only get 1. So basically, typically North American players have had to move overseas if they want to play indoor professionally. But now the US has created not just 1, but 2 professional leagues for players to stay and play domestically, which it's interesting because they've never made a pro league work here ever. And now there are 2 different ones competing kind of against each other, trying to make it work. So that is kind of the PVF versus Love discussion that the question was. And Adam, as he said, we'll get into it a little bit after this draft. Wait, what? What did you do?
I took Aoni.
I'm actually so mad because guess what?
What?
You just took the 2 players that you said weren't worth anything in my draft.
Did I?
I literally want to punch you in the face right now. Like, You're a gaslighter. You're like literally gaslighting me. Being like, oh, what you're doing is so wrong. That why would you pick them? They suck. And then you go and do it.
I never said they suck.
Who did you pick again?
I picked Auni and
that is so messed up. Like, so messed up.
Now who are you gonna pick?
I'm gonna pout for a second.
I really hope. So it's actually, I'm a bit of a hockey fan.
A bit.
And they actually had 2 women's leagues in Canada, YS and the US, for hockey. And, you know, they had a couple different approaches and a couple different people involved. And they went separately for a bunch of years. And finally,
I'm going to lose.
Thank you, Kate.
I'm going to lose.
And so they eventually got to the point where they amalgamated the leagues and it really took off. I'm okay with a little bit of competition in the volleyball space. People have different ideas about how it should be run, about how things should work. I think it's interesting that you have a full, a kind of grassroots to professional pathway that Love is doing, and then somebody's just trying to do a pro league. It's interesting. We'll see where it goes. It's 2 different approaches. Maybe we'll get there. I honestly haven't watched a ton of PWHL. I like the Toronto team kind of by default. We've been pretty busy, but I'm super excited that they're playing, and the games have been sold out, which has been awesome to see. My cousins actually go to the games a ton, and they're a big fan.
Okay, somebody said something that I actually was thinking about.
I'm a Leafs fan. I was in a Leafs onesie when I was 2 months old, so I didn't have much of a choice, and they're finally good. So I'm not getting off the bandwagon.
Okay.
What you gonna do? You.
I'm gonna take Kageyama.
You suck. You can't ever talk to me about anything.
Anybody who picks Adam's team in this round and doesn't pick me in the first round, the lack of consistency and just the lack of common sense. No. Like, if you're picking Adam's team in this round, you need to have picked, like, it just, come on now.
What position is he playing?
I'm holding on to him to figure it out.
I can't. I figured for sure you would not pick him just to spite me.
I wouldn't pick him to spite you. I did pick him to spite you.
I know you did. I figured you would pick some players that you needed to actually run your team.
Best frickin' pinch server anybody's ever seen, potentially, okay?
Unbelievable.
I can't even breathe right now. And yes, I said it aggressively like that.
I'm sleeping in the guest room tonight. I'm so mad.
He's choosing to sleep in the guest room. That is what he's saying. Okay, go ahead, be mad. Ubugawa guy, no. Kageyama's a good server.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna go with some ball control with Nakashima again because I like to pick him a lot. Boo-doo, boo-doo.
So where exactly do you want me to put Kageyama on your board?
Put him on the bench for now. I'm storing him up.
Unbelievable.
Here Adam thinks he's so smart, taking the 2 middles who are not good at stopping Ushijima, but apparently they are in this round. So, too bad. You don't cover your bases. They get stolen. I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Okay, who did I pick again?
Unbelievable.
Nakashima. Got that ball control. Thank you for saying that phrase works. I really, just threw a dart there and hoped it stuck. Adam wants to have walked out. That was actually a good assumption. You thought he left? Fair. I would leave if I was him too because it's hopeless.
Unbelievable.
He's a little upset. Look at his little sockies on the ground. Look at his little sockies. Adam is literally like, he's got a blood pressure cuff on and he's checking his pulse. Who did you pick? We are not in Canada right now. We're in Southern California, and I think it's cold. It's like in the mid 40s Fahrenheit in the mornings and the night times. In Canada, it's very cold. It's snowing. My parents are sending me pictures. Mad Dog. Okay.
I definitely thought about taking the other two middles, so she would literally have nobody.
You know what? Great. Do it. You're going to pass with one person on the court? Yes, Franco. Excellent question. Why couldn't Ushijima Aoni block Ushijima? That's what Adam said.
He can
in
go
the
block,
first round.
He can go block Ushijima all he wants, and then I'll set Bokuto on a one-on-one and watch him slice your team
I
to
just
bits.
hate how
Pin
you
to pin.
act like
Pin
you
to pin.
actually know what you're doing, but sure. What do I need?
Well, at this point, it doesn't matter. Like, I have the same choice of setters, so I can pick him. I can pick my setter.
Who do you guys think is better, Leon or Asahi?
Who would you have picked as a right side there? Mad Dog's one of the only true right sides you have.
Actually, I think I'm not going to go there. You think Goshiki is better? Okay, we got Leon is better, Leon is better, Leon is better. Asahi. Oh, they're pretty absent. What? Wow. Okay. Well, I'll start out by taking Tsukishima.
Oh, Mad Dog is definitely a one-trick pony, but that's all right sides need to be.
He is. And you guys think Goshiki is better than Ushijima's my right side. Ushijima, Oikawa, Kageyama, Nakashima, Tsukishima. You guys, do you think Goshiki is better than... Actually, Goshiki and Nakashima would be a good passing combo. I need another middle. I need another left side. I'm thinking about Kageyama as a serving specialist.
That was ruthless.
Yeah, well,
ruthless. Yeah, I need advice on the setting.
Asahi's the third best passer, but you think Goshiki? I'm trusting. Literally, I'm trusting you guys here, so I'm going. We could run a fourth. Goshiki, fine. I'm listening. Goshiki. Crazy.
One more pick, don't you?
No, I picked Tsukishima. Because I lost one.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I have Ushijima as a right side, everybody.
Which one's Asaki?
Akashi. Jeez Louise, I don't know.
Which side is that?
If you don't even know who it is, then you can't pick them. I'm sorry.
Here.
Your boy Iwazumi's on Adam's team on the floor.
I wasn't expecting to have to go 3 deep on the setter. What are people saying here?
I don't want to tell you.
Just tell me.
Yeah, no, he didn't call Akashi Asahi. He called Akashi. What did you call him?
I don't know.
Something terrible.
Akaza, I think actually. I think I went to Demon Slayer.
If you don't know who he is, you can't pick him.
I'm gonna go here.
He went with what he thought was Akashi. It was a good guess.
I need a pinch server.
Akashi.
You know what? I'm going to take Suga as my pinch server so I have a backup setter. In case things go sideways.
Suga. Okay, so I need a middle and a libero. So I am going to go with our boy, Tendy. Tendy. And I have the greatest pinch server in the history of pinch serving. And he can set when he comes in, or he could hit back row. He could do it all.
Are you taking Noya?
I'm taking Noya for my libs. Okay, so just to summarize,
Just to be
please
spiteful.
somebody share some good team names for these. My team: Oikawa, Nakashima, Tendo, Ushijima, Goshiki, Tsukushima, Kageyama, and Noya. Kageyama is the pinch server, and you know what? He can come in and do anything. And Adam's team: Akashi. Okay, yes, or I could make a sub. I could make a sub and have Goshiki be the pinch server. Kageyama come in to attack. Dealer's choice, really.
I want to know if I had Kageyama on my team, what people would think of my team.
Frat Boy Summer, baby. I actually love that name so much. Okay, I'm writing that down.
I can't see Aoni as a frat boy, but I think
Oh
he's
my
the
gosh,
only one.
he would for sure party. You can tell. If he lets loose, he's gonna be wild.
Do you know, that reminds me of being in the Czech Republic with Alisson.
Oh my God. I wasn't there. So.
No, you weren't there.
Okay, and Adam's team: Akashi, Bokuto, Aoni, Mad Dog, Iwazumi, Kuro, Yaku, and Suga. The Royals is my team. Thank you very much. I kind of love that.
Aoni's making sure the team is safe.
Okay. So that is DD. That is that. Okay. You know what? I really loved the point, like, lottery.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I think that was fun. I think that should also be good for season 4. Like, I would for sure do that again.
I would do that. I think this is great. And we can adjust the numbers based on ongoing performances, like what we see, if we think more. I mean, you guys all know I don't, but
yeah.
Well, are we going to do this?
Do we get Adam's top moments? All-star team. Oh, we actually did Adam's top moments, and we did an all-star team on Patreon as bonus content.
Yeah.
But did you want to talk about it?
No, we can put it out later.
Coaches, who would you pick to coach your teams?
I mean, I like Ukai. He's always my favorite. I think he's legit. I think he does a good job of coaching to the style of the team as far as I can see. So I would probably pick him.
Ukai, that's always a good. He's such a gem, really. He's such a good pick. I like Nekomata too. So if you're taking Ukai, then I would probably take Nekomata, because those two are probably my favorite coaches.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Yeah, I would say that's fair. Yeah, big mistake. Just kidding. He's picking Junior, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So that concludes the season 3 draft.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun. I really like doing this. I thought the points were great. I'm a little sour about not getting a setter.
Everybody keep in mind, how Adam completely sewered my team and then turned around and picked that team.
I didn't get a chance to sewer your team because you didn't stop telling people how great your team was.
So keep this in mind, everybody, when you're voting. Hilarious, Adam. They are so great. I think you guys think I won round 2. I think I won both.
That's pretty typical.
Honestly, I think I won both.
Uh,
So, final thoughts on season 3?
Well, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. Like I said before, I thought from a storytelling standpoint, it was amazing. I think like from a purely volleyball standpoint, like obviously Karasuno had the win. I think that Shiratorizawa is just better. Not to say that you don't find a good match once every while, or once every whenever, but I definitely enjoyed the storytelling. It was great seeing the team come together and seeing them actually accomplish their goal, which is amazing. And we started watching some season 4, and it's been, well, I don't know if I should say anything. It's been great so far. Not what I was expecting, but yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I'm hooked. I'm a Haikyu fan at this point.
Yes, the beginning of season 4, if you haven't seen the first couple episodes with us yet, was not what he was expecting. We'll leave it at that. So
spoiling the reaction.
You know what? We have people spoiling things for us all the time. So yeah. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Okay, if you had to just rattle off a quick all-star team for season 3 right off the top of your head. Patreon is now 3 weeks ahead for Haikyu. 1 week ahead for Demon Slayer, 3 weeks for Death Note. So yeah.
I didn't abandon Tsukushima.
And we did start, we have been watching Naruto. I started One Piece. It started out a little weird, so I took a break. I'll have to start that back. So if you had to throw out... Don't tell anybody. If you had to quickly... Yes, we do have another channel just devoted to anime. We have 3 currently on the go. So if you haven't, jump on over there, watch more anime with us. We have a lot of fun. But if you just had to throw out an all-star team of all the players that you've seen so far, just off the top of your head.
Ushijima, Kageyama.
Over Oikawa.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Kuro, Aoni, Bokuto, Yaku. That next left side spot is up for grabs. Probably Iwazumi.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
I would be debatable between...
We will be covering international volleyball in January.
I would be curious. I would be debatable with you and Oikawa, Kageyama at this point, but I could get behind those picks for sure.
To me, that's a flip of a coin. I think they're both really good. I guess I went with Kageyama mostly because I think his ceiling is higher. But I wouldn't put. I'm at a 51-49% choice on those two. I think they're so close.
Yeah, I can get behind those. Aoni over Tsukushima. You think he's still better?
So Tsukushima, he had one great match, and he was phenomenal. Kudos to him. You've just seen Aoni do it for longer. Like, if I'm looking at that objectively, and I love Tsukushima, and I love his character, and I love his arc, there's no doubt about that. He's done it once. I need to see him do it in a couple tournaments, and then I think he can. I think his IQ and his execution, if it stays consistent, can push him ahead. But I'm not picking him in one match ahead of Aoni, given what I've seen so far.
I will say I agree with that. We have seen Tsukushima perform well in one match so far, so there's that to consider. But overall, for an off-the-cuff season 3 pick all-star team. I think that's pretty good.
We will do a first-year draft after we're done.
Ooh,
that's a great
I need
idea.
to write that down. Somebody remind me of that if I do end up forgetting, please take note. I'm seeing a couple things come in, a couple updates. Attack on Titan will be done. We are reacting to that. We will be reacting to that on our other channel immediately following Demon Slayer. And then once Death Note and Spy Family and Haikyu end, those will be put up to a vote. That's how we usually pick what we watch, is by vote on Patreon. I saw a comment come in about Adam watching Run with the Wind. So because there are so many anime that we have to watch, and like all the ones that you guys have just noted, Frieren, Hunter x Hunter, Full Metal Alchemist, like all of those are on our list. So because there's so many for us to watch, we thought that it might be best if we do a watch party on Discord. So we are thinking of just like setting up a watch party to watch Run with the Wind with Adam on that. So yes to all of that. Attack on Titan is coming. We are like halfway through season 3, so it's not too much longer. Do you guys find that the type of player usually matches the type?
It's been so long since I've played like competitively for real, and I'm such a different person, I would say now. Like I've grown up. I'm a little more mature than I was when I play. I find that question hard to answer just because I can't put myself necessarily back into that mindset.
I will say that I'm probably more biased towards players that have a similar role to what I had. So I'm not like trying to draw a direct comparison or anything, but like, an Eganu has a similar role that I did indoor. A Vargas, Boscovich, like an Olivia Babcock, if you watch NCAA, like those players is a similar role to what I had indoor. So I'm able to like empathize and like relate to that more than most. So I would say that's what I typically gravitate towards. Yes. The question on the thing, yes, there is a $1 tier. It's like, so, and that gives access to the Discord. So, My Neighbor Totoro is coming out soon. So yes, Ghibli movies are in the works. And
there was a question about Canada's national team. I think they're going to go through a bit of a quote unquote rebuild or transition. I know they're getting a new coach. So I don't really have a feel for how they're going to be this year. I think it's up in the air.
I think they're on the decline personally.
Yeah, I think
the women's team is getting better. And I think since Glenn Hoag left, which was the former coach, the men's team has kind of been on the decline.
We are thinking about reading the manga through and having some sort of either discussion or videos about it, like maybe every 4 or 5 books.
I think Isabel Hawke is a goddess. Honestly. Outstanding. I played against her when her first year professional in Italy. I was playing in Italy, so I played against her when she was a baby, like 18-year-old, and she was unreal. I love that kid. She's so good.
Maroon, I'm not sure I've watched enough anime to know what the genres are. I have yet to watch an anime I didn't enjoy. So I don't really have an answer.
We're obsessed with Demon Slayer, honestly.
I'm loving Demon Slayer.
I think, like, obviously you guys know us from our start with, like, sport anime.
I read a ton of fantasy.
And that's kind of our wheelhouse, but, like, we are obsessed with Demon Slayer. So I think we're just, like, into anything.
Yeah.
But yes.
We've started collecting the Haikyu manga, so we have like the first 12, and we always look for them. So, PM, I've read all kinds of fantasy, from Lord of the Rings to the Shannara series to Brendan Sanderson to, I'll read whatever. all kinds of stuff.
We want to find a group to play D&D with. I think have you played in the past?
I've played in the past. We did like a little campaign with
one of our members.
Yeah, and you play weekly.
I play weekly. I play Hunter the Vigil weekly with a group. Shout out to Fonz if he's here. So yeah, we do that stuff. Sorry, go.
I think Karch is going to be fantastic for the men's program. I'm really excited about that. I'm curious to see who they hire from the women's side.
My favorite setters to watch, Micah Christensen. I think he's unbelievable.
Yes, Sarah, weekly D&D.
I would do it, honestly. I'm trying to think from the women's game. Oh.
Okay, I'll keep.
I've always liked Maya Onyenovich. She's getting older now, but she's always been really good. I think Oro from the Italian team has always been good.
I have not watched the new anime movie yet.
Fafau from Brazil, if you're looking old school. Goddess. Okay.
Oh, good suggestions. Hey, post these. Are we going to be able to go back through them?
Yeah, the chat will live on YouTube.
I'm going to go through this.
You guys, this has been unreal. I know, like, we are always around on Discord, on Patreon. Like, that's where I do the majority of my engaging. Adam tries to like infiltrate the YouTube comments when they're so many, and the engagement in what we've been doing, we love it. So thank you, keep it up. We try to engage whenever we can, but yes, thank you for spending your Saturday night with us or your Sunday morning, wherever you are. Like, we love this community. We love spending time with you, and we love being able to share something
we're passionate
and that you guys are passionate. Like, it makes me so happy to engage with people about something that they love, and like your enthusiasm for anime and for Haikyu in particular, like, made us converts, and now we
honestly,
just,
it's infectious. When I read, like, I will be on YouTube and I'll read a literal essay on Haikyu, and it's just, I don't know enough to respond sometimes, but it's so interesting to read people's insights and thoughts. And I know some of you have watched it 10, 20, 30 times. It's awesome.
So, like, if you are writing essays, like, they are read, and we do like read them. Obviously, like, we can't get to everything, but like, we do read them, and we appreciate the time that you guys take out of your lives to spend with us. So thank you so much. I love Jaguar Shanks that you overtyped the comment by 5,000 characters. Like, yes, keep that coming. Yeah, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We really enjoy sharing our lives and our time with you. So we'll see you again soon. And yeah,
have a great night, guys.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week.